Derek, where are you? Please come help with Dad's funeral arrangements.
Can't do it today. Just woke up, actually.
It's already 2 p.m. Dad passed away last night, and there's so much to handle.
I'm exhausted. So yeah, count me out. You can handle your own parents' funeral by yourself, right?
Are you serious right now? I've been calling you since this morning.
Look, you're already there. Just take care of it.
Don't give me that crap. When your parents passed away, you made me help with everything, and I even took care of all their nursing care.
Well, you're the one who married into my family, so that's obviously your job. Taking care of your in-laws' nursing care and funeral arrangements is all part of your duties as a wife.
What? I spent 2 years caring for your parents. I moved in with them. I barely slept. You never let my dad move in with us, so can't you at least help out with the funeral planning?
But I'm not part of your family, so I have no obligation to help you for Dad's nursing care or funeral, so it's no problem if I skip it.
You can't be serious. Dad always treated you like his own son.
I'm tired, Olivia. Gotten really late after a night with the guys. I want to go back to bed.
Stop talking nonsense and get over here. If you drive fast, you can be here in about an hour.
Actually, I'm not even at home right now. So even if I drive fast, it'll take at least 3 hours. By then, the funeral will be long over.
Huh? But you just said you woke up. If you're not at home, where are you?
Don't worry about the details. More importantly, you'll be staying at your dad's place for the funeral, right?
Yes, I'm planning to stay here for at least this week. There's a lot to sort out and organize.
Great, that works out perfectly.
What do you mean?
Why not just stay there forever instead of just this week? That would make me happy.
What? Derek, what's going on with you? You're acting strange.
Just kidding. Good luck with the funeral.
My father just died, and you're making jokes? Derek, at least tell me when you're coming to pay respects.
Read the room. I'm not coming.
I apologize for contacting you out of the blue. Are you Tom Sanders' daughter, Olivia?
Yes, I am. Did you know my dad?
Yes, I'm Harrison, a friend from his college days. My deepest condolences for your loss. I'm sorry I couldn't attend the funeral. I actually just heard about his passing through a mutual friend.
Thank you for taking the time to reach out, but how did you get my contact information?
I got your phone number from a mutual friend. Since people are usually hesitant to answer calls from unknown numbers, I tried searching for you on social media and found your account. And I heard younger people prefer messaging over phone calls.
I see. That's very thoughtful of you.
I hope I'm not being too forward. Your father and I were very close once.
Did you and Dad stay in touch over the years?
I'm afraid not, no. But I've been thinking that I should say goodbye while I still have the chance.
Thank you for being so considerate. If you'd like, please feel free to visit when you have time. I'm sure Dad would be happy to know his old friend came to pay respects.
I'm not sure about that. His spirit might tell me to go away.
What? Did something happen between you two?
Actually, we lost touch after high school graduation. Or rather, I was the one who started avoiding him.
Did something happen between you and Dad?
You could say that, but I always wanted to make amends. I thought once I became successful, I could apologize properly, but then this happened.
I see. But Dad never spoke badly of any of his old friends. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
That's kind of you to say. Would it really be alright if I came to pay my respects? I want to at least say goodbye and properly apologize to them.
Yes, please do. I'm sure Dad would have something to say too. I like to think that he's still watching over all of his friends and family.
Thank you.
Just so you know, I can only stay at the family home until the end of this week. I know it's short notice, but it would be helpful if you could come during that time.
I understand. Could I visit on a day that works best for you? Actually, there's something I need to discuss with you as well.
With me, not with Dad?
It's a very important matter, so I prefer we could talk privately.
I don't mean to be rude, but this is a bit sudden.
I realize I might be scared to meet alone with a stranger. If you prefer, my wife can join us.
In that case, should we meet at a cafe near you? After our talk, we could drop by my dad's house for you to say goodbye.
Actually, I'd rather not meet in a public place. This is about money matters.
What? Money? Don't tell me Dad borrowed money from you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry for making you suspicious. It's the opposite. I'm the one who borrowed money from your father.
What?
It was money I need to return, and it's quite a substantial amount, about $3 million.
That much? My father couldn't have had enough money to lend such a large sum. Wait, is this some kind of scam?
No, not at all. I'm sorry, I'm not explaining this well. I completely understand your suspicion, but I understand why you think this might be a scam. Let me explain properly.
You know what? Dad used to tell me something often. He'd say, if you fight with friends, be sure to make up with them quickly. You never know when you might see them again. My father was usually quiet, but that was like his motto.
You said that? Felt the exact same way I did for all these years.
I believe you, Mr. Harrison. Please come to our house and tell me everything.
Thank you. I'll visit soon and explain everything in detail.
Would tomorrow afternoon work for you?
Yes, that would be perfect. I'll bring all the necessary documentation.
Hey Derek, what's going on here? I finally come home after the funeral and all my stuff is gone.
Finally back, huh? Well, there's a divorce papers in the mailbox. Go ahead and sign them.
Divorce papers? What are you talking about? I just buried my father.
I know that. I couldn't wait any longer.
What do you mean? Please, explain what's going on.
You should be able to figure it out without me spelling it out for you. Simply put, I have a cute girlfriend and I want to marry her, so I want a divorce.
A cute girlfriend? Don't tell me you were with her during the funeral.
Hey, you figured it out. We've been drinking together the night before and ended up having a sleepover.
So that's why you wouldn't come to the funeral. You are the worst! Having an affair while your wife is going through such a difficult time. You even skipped your father-in-law's funeral to be with your mistress.
I'll apologize for missing the funeral, but I won't apologize for the affair because it's not my fault.
What did you say?
It's your fault for not paying attention to me. You quit your job because your dad needed nursing care. The past year, you spent half the week at your parents' house, and even when you came home, you never paid attention to me. Of course a wife like that would get cheated on.
Don't you dare! It was all your fault. I had to spend half the week at my dad's house. I was taking care of my dying father because I was scared to leave him on his own.
What did you say?
When I asked if we could live with Dad to take care of him, you absolutely refused. Then you told me to quit my job and spend half the week taking care of him instead. I just did what you told me to do.
That was obviously a joke. Never thought you'd actually do it. You should have known better than to quit your job.
I took care of your parents too. I moved in with them when you asked, but you wouldn't help with my father's care, and you showed no understanding when I spent most of my time with him. And now you have the nerve to cheat?
Oh, shut up already. What's done is done, right? Besides, I've already decided to marry my girlfriend. She's much more fun to be around than you.
Don't you dare act like this is okay.
I'll pay you a fortune in compensation, so just give up. I won't take any of her assets, and I'll give you $100,000 in alimony. You can't complain about that, can you?
Really? You'll give me that much? I didn't know you had that kind of money.
The compensation isn't just for me. My girlfriend will help pay you too. She's a CEO's daughter, you know. Her daddy gives her whatever allowance she asks for.
Is that so?
She's amazing, rich and young. I never thought I'd end up with someone like her. I'm so glad I had the courage to talk to her at that club.
So you were going to clubs while I was struggling with Dad's care?
A guy has needs, Olivia. I was just looking for someone to satisfy them. Now she's totally fallen for my mature charm. She's cute and the perfect younger girlfriend.
I see. You're that crazy about her. Fine, let's get divorced then.
You're taking this better than I expected.
Just to confirm, you're really okay with me getting all the assets, and you'll give me the $100,000 compensation?
Yeah, that's fine. Not like your dad left any inheritance anyway. You quit your job to take care of him. This is the least I can do for a jobless old divorcee like you.
Well, thank you for that.
So we're going for an amicable divorce then. I don't need an old, worn-out wife who's exhausted from caregiving. I've scored myself a young, rich wife.
Well, that young rich wife is on her hands and knees begging for forgiveness with her parents right now.
What?
Anyway, I'm going to go and file our divorce papers, so you can go ahead and get married to her. Though I think that mark on her forehead from pushing her head into the ground will take a while to fade.
Huh? On her forehead?
Her parents are saying that they're going to cut ties with her, but that won't be a problem since you love her so much, right? You don't want to marry her just for her wealth, right?
What? They want to cut ties with her? Wait, what do you mean begging? Are you saying that her parents are there with you right now?
Yes, and she's groveling on the floor apologizing to me.
Oh no.
Is something wrong? My daughter and I are on our knees begging for forgiveness from my dear friend's daughter. After all, she caused so much trouble. I don't think apologizing will be even enough to make up for what she's done.
What?
Well, it's been a while, Derek. I never imagined that the young man who came to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage would turn out to be already married. I thought you were a fine gentleman despite the age gap with Emma, but I'm terribly disappointed.
No, this is a misunderstanding. Mr. Harrison, please let me explain.
Oh, what's there to misunderstand? You're still legally married to Olivia, aren't you? You're very much a married man.
Well...
And to think your wife turned out to be my dear friend's daughter. It really is a small world.
So you were friends with Olivia's father?
Yes, a very important friend. Unfortunately, I heard about his passing too late to attend the funeral. I came today to thank Olivia's kindness, just to pay my respects.
This can't be happening.
Olivia is such a lovely person, quite different from her reserved father. We got caught up talking about everything, including my daughter and her recent engagement. I ended up showing her the photos of my daughter, including ones of you.
Oh God. Please, Mr. Harrison, I can explain everything.
You can imagine my shock when I realized you were Olivia's husband.
Well...
We decided to hear both sides of the story separately, but then she immediately called to tell us her belongings were gone, and there were divorce papers waiting. Well, that told me that it was no time for a calm discussion. I immediately brought my daughter here to apologize. To think you brazenly declared divorce without knowing the whole situation.
No wonder I couldn't get in touch with Emma. She was already caught by you.
Both my daughter and I got down on our knees to apologize to Olivia. How dare you announce divorce so casually without knowing the situation?
Please, let me explain. I was just playing around with her. I know I did things in the wrong order, but I truly love Emma and want to marry her.
Then by all means, do as you please. I have no interest in who my disowned daughter marries.
What? Disowned? Can't be serious.
I am. I'm cutting ties with this foolish daughter of mine. I may have spoiled her as my only child, but I never raised her to be this disgraceful. I no longer have such a daughter.
That can't be true. What about her being the company heir? Please reconsider.
That's none of your concern. I have nothing more to say to you.
No way. My chance to marry into money.
She's been sheltered and doesn't know much about the world, but she's your responsibility now.
Mr. Harrison, please wait. At least let me talk to Emma. Please, let's work things out. Don't submit the divorce papers. Let's live together as husband and wife again.
What? I already submitted the divorce papers after that. We're not married anymore.
You can't do this to me. We can withdraw them. Then let's get married again.
You have that young, cute ex-CEO's daughter, don't you? It would be cruel to dump her just because she's not rich anymore.
I'm the one who's suffering here. She's the one who dumped me.
Oh, really?
She won't even answer my calls anymore. She chose her family over me after all that talk about wanting to marry me as soon as possible.
Oh my, looks like your mature charm wasn't enough after all. But I guess it's hard to give up a wealthy family, isn't it?
Please, Olivia. I made a mistake. Please forgive me for the affair. I promise I'll never do anything like this again.
I'll never forgive you. And as you declared, I'm taking the $100,000 compensation and all our shared assets.
What? You can't be serious about that.
I asked you multiple times to confirm, and you agreed to give me everything, remember?
Wait, let's be reasonable about this. Yes, as a man of my word, I'll give you the money. But with just that, you won't be able to survive the long retirement ahead.
Oh, why not?
Think about your future. Come back to me. The compensation in our shared assets only add up to about $300,000. You'd be better off getting back together with me, letting me support you. You're unemployed now after quitting your job, and living off $300,000 would be tough.
That's okay. I have a $3 million inheritance, so I'll be fine, even without a job.
What? $3 million inheritance? What inheritance? Your father was practically broke.
If I live modestly, I should be fine, though I might pick up a part-time job just to be safe.
Hey, what's this about a $3 million inheritance? Did your dad have that much saved up? Why didn't you tell me about this before?
No, it's just money that Dad lent someone that was returned, and I inherited it. Apparently, debt claims are considered inheritance too.
Wait, so he lent someone $3 million? Who would borrow that much from him?
Actually, he only lent $30,000, but with interest, it became $3 million.
What? How does $30,000 turn into $3 million? What kind of calculation is that?
I told Mr. Harrison multiple times that it didn't make sense too, but he insisted that the $30,000 from back then was worth that much.
Wait, Emma's father borrowed from your dad? Is this some kind of joke?
They were high school classmates. Mr. Harrison was very bright and had been accepted to college, but his parents fell ill and he thought he'd have to give up on college. That's when Dad gave him the $30,000.
High school student with $30,000?
Dad had been working part-time to buy his dream motorcycle. He was planning to get a job right after graduation and buy it immediately. It happened to be $30,000, exactly what Mr. Harrison needed for college. Dad just quietly transferred the money without even discussing it.
Your dad was so cool, giving away all the money he saved up to help his friends go to college. I had known about this connection.
But it was complicated for Mr. Harrison. He felt guilty, embarrassed, and frustrated. They had an argument before graduation and lost touch. He never found the right time to pay back the tuition until now, when he finally came to repay it.
But $3 million is way too much. It's just ridiculous.
That's definitely the mindset of a business owner, isn't it?
This isn't fair. I'm losing everything while you get all this money. Can't be the only one who comes out ahead.
Excuse me? I lost my beloved father, and I lost my husband and my ability to trust people. How exactly am I coming out ahead?
Well, we could start over together.
You have no right to complain about anything. All you can do is shut up and pay what you owe. If you understand, then hurry up and transfer the money.
Please, give me some time.
Later, Derek transferred $50,000 with a message saying, "This is all my savings. I'll pay the rest in installments. Please forgive me." Apparently, he had been bragging to everyone about how he was going to marry into money. So the divorce drama spread to his friends, relatives, and even his workplace. He ended up quitting his job. Eventually, he begged Mr. Harrison for help and got a job at a small subcontractor's workshop. As it turns out, the disowned former CEO's daughter was also working there on her father's orders. And now, they both work diligently from morning till night, faithfully making their monthly payments.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.